I've literally been dealing with grief my entire life. I lost my first mom when I was 2. I lost a best friend of 13 years. I lost my second mom who adopted me when I was 4. I've lost a nephew. I've lost a sister. And then I lost the dog that I adopted to help me grieve all the other losses. So sadly, I know a lot about grief. Over the course of my life, I've learned that grief can manifest like black mold. Growing up in Houston, there's a lot of floods, and you can't control the floods, but you can control what you do after the flood. You have 2 choices. You can rip everything apart, lift up the carpets, put in the blowers and the fans, pull off the sheetrock above the water line until everything is fully evaporated, and then rebuild. Or you can pretend it didn't happen, slap a bunch of paint on everything, and get back to living as if everything was perfect while black mold grows inside. I want to do this because having the black mold inside of me as long as I did, I lost 2 decades of joy and happiness and productivity in my life. And now that I am as healed as I am, looking back on it, it was simply because I didn't know how to grieve. And that just seems silly to me. I started focusing on the imagery of black mold because it helped me focus on what I could control and what I couldn't. I could stay open and release the pain, deal with the pain, feel the pain, sit with the pain, and allow it to evaporate so that I wouldn't seal it in and manifest other things and have that pain take on a life of its own and create other problems. Floods happen. There's no healing from the floods themselves. So when I say I've healed, I'm referring to simply 2 things. Number 1, the black mold that I sealed in previous, I have healed that. I have geolocated all of my black mold. I have gone in, gutted, exhumed, cleaned it. I have healed moving forward to prevent future black mold. I'm still gonna have floods, but how I deal with them and how I live in between them is how I've healed. I had a realization that if I died and went to heaven, met my mom for the first time, and started sharing my life with her, I would basically be complaining about my life. And I would be telling her that her death ruined my life. And I realized I wanted my first conversation in heaven to bring her joy. Part of my healing involved writing a song. And what happened is the song became I Want to Bring You Joy, but it took 25 years. What initially was going to be one song has transformed and become an album. Through a bunch of twists and turns, I decided to record the song 24 different ways because your grief is different hour to hour, day to day. It's in 6 different languages, 22 different genres, recorded by 22 different artists from 12 different countries, all so that people can grieve in whatever language and genre suits them, so they can grieve inside their comfort zone. So there's actually 2 sets of lyrics. There's the original Where I Was 15 years ago, and there's Where I Am Now. And it's I Want to Bring You Joy, and there's confidence that I'm gonna bring you joy. Grief is broader than just the loss of a loved one. It is the loss of anything, a house, a job, a pet, a dream, a hope, an expectation, something you thought was going to be there, that you thought was going to happen, that suddenly isn't or never happened. And I have learned to grieve all of those things to help me heal. I would like to take what I've learned and share that with people. And I don't know that I can help, but I do know I want to try.